with Chief Meteorologist Derek Beasley.
A much sunnier day than it was yesterday.
Started off a little cloudy. Actually, kind of cool this morning. Very nice out there doing some stuff, and sun came out.
Got
Beautiful
hot.
ahead.
It ended up being a nice day,
Yeah.
especially after this time yesterday. We were dealing with some of those storms and some of the flooding that occurred in the Atmore area. But look at the radar today. Nothing on it. And that's a good thing because it looks like we have some days to dry out, and the weather should stay nice for the near term. Not expecting any chances to return until the early part of next week. That means this weekend is going to be just fine. Showed this to you earlier. This is the view from space. You can see the clouds that Greg and Kim were talking about that affected the area earlier this morning, how they gradually filtered out as the atmosphere dried out. A lot of that moisture that caused those clouds earlier in the day is starting to leave the area, so that allowed the sunshine to build back in. And it looks like for this evening, things are going to be quite nice here across the area. Expecting some 70s as the sun goes down, and then 60s in the forecast overnight tonight with some of that lower humidity. 87 right now in Mobile, same thing in Pensacola, Fort Walton Beach, 88, Crestview, 86 in Evergreen. Here's the rain leaving the area at this point, most of it now through the Carolinas and across portions of coastal Georgia into Florida. And as that drier air continues to filter into the region, we're going to continue with a nice forecast here for the near term. So pinpoint predictor looks like this. As we go into later on tonight, skies mostly clear to partly cloudy. Temperatures by the time you wake up in the morning into the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. So feel very comfortable. And then with more sunshine for tomorrow afternoon, we're going to likely approach 90 degrees once again. So another toasty afternoon with a good deal of sunshine. We're going to continue with an offshore wind here over the next few days, and that's going to keep the humidity levels low. We expect lows in the 60s each morning through next week, especially this weekend where we could see some low to mid 60s. That'll be very comfortable. And then again, highs getting up to the 80s to around 90 degrees. So tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all look good. Only slim chances for storms in the forecast as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So pinpoint forecast for tomorrow, Mobile and Baldwin County, upper 80s across the board, some 90s out there. Shouldn't get maybe a degree or two above 90 in most spots, but most areas should be in the upper 80s for tomorrow. Any chance of seeing lower 90s will be our inland counties, and that's why we have about 91 in Monroeville for tomorrow, 89 Atmore, 90 Bruton, 90 over towards Thomasville. Across northwest Florida, skies partly cloudy, upper 80s from Jay all the way down to Pace and Navarre. Shalimar getting up to about 87 for tomorrow, and partly cloudy skies for southeast Mississippi from Greene to Jackson County, 90 from Leakesville down to Moss Point, and Pascagoula about 89 degrees. 7-day forecast, there you go. No rain chances through Monday. Looking dry, looking fantastic. By the way, I know Auburn's off this weekend, but if you're heading up to Tuscaloosa for the big game against Ole Miss, looks good for that. If you're heading up to Knoxville for the big South Alabama Jaguars game, that's going to be a fantastic game. Weather looks good up there. Temperatures around 80, should be in the 70s for kickoff.
Yeah, for those South Alabama fans who are heading up there, it is a beautiful setting. Neyland Stadium, about 105,000 right on the Tennessee River. It is gorgeous up there.
And let's not forget about Friday Night Football. Looks good for that, too.
Fantastic.
Yes,
The
so
Blitz.
great for anything outside.
It's going to be a great weekend.